Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. In this video I'm going to show you my everyday spring makeup routine using some of my favorite makeup products, but I've also picked up a few new skincare and makeup, so I'm going to show you some of those as well. I have literally been loving everything that I've discovered recently, so I thought it would be a great time to share those new finds with you. Without further ado, let's get into it. I currently have nothing on my face apart from a little bit of lip gloss that I will show you later, and I've just taken off my VT Cosmetics Cica Daily Soothing Mask. This is a mask that I discovered when I was in Japan a couple of months ago. I stocked up on these because I was actually using it while I was out there and I loved it so much. There are 30 sheet masks inside this box and the lid is really good. It prevents them from drying. It also comes with a pair of tweezers that you can use to take out the masks, and I really enjoy using these in the evening or even in the morning just while I'm sipping my coffee and stuff. It just really helps to calm any redness on the skin, as well as just helps to soothe and hydrate the skin, and I will definitely link them down below. So I just have a little bit of serum that was left over on my skin after I removed the sheet mask, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply the rest of my skincare and talk you through it. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I have talked about my everyday skincare in other videos. I always use my vitamin C serum, currently using this one from Dermalogica. I have been using this for a long time and I really like it, so I don't really tend to experiment too much with my vitamin C. I did buy a vitamin C in Japan as well and I do like it, but it's slightly more on the oilier side, so I tend not to use it too much. But the Dermalogica vitamin C serum is a great vitamin C. It's really well formulated. With vitamin C's, it's really important to go for a good quality one because the formulation really matters, and a good stable formula won't oxidize quickly, so it's worth spending a little bit more when it comes to your vitamin C. So I've just picked up this jumbo size Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Serum. This is one of my favorite niacinamide serums. I've talked about it before, so I won't go into it too much, but for size reference, this is the normal one and this is the jumbo one. Just finished this, but this is going to last me a while. Niacinamide serum is honestly just an amazing all-rounder active, so if you don't have it in your skincare routine already, I highly recommend you add it into your daytime skincare. So a new moisturizer that I've added to my daily skincare routine is this Laneige Radiancy Cream. It's just a really nice, light but hydrating cream, and it just goes onto the skin so nicely. It leaves this really lovely sort of hydrating film behind, which makes application of makeup like just amazing and flawless. I am quite generous with this moisturizer, but it doesn't create any blocked pores at all, which is amazing. And guys, it just feels so luxurious on the skin. I really love the texture of this. I've used other Laneige moisturizers before and I really like the nighttime sleeping masks, the blue one. That is just amazing. It just feels like your skin is just drinking water. I love the texture of Laneige moisturizers. As you can see, it's just left a beautiful hydrating glow that doesn't feel heavy at all, and when I touch my face as well, it just feels really nice and smooth. This also came with a little spatula, but as soon as I opened the box I lost it, so unless it had like something I could attach the spatula to, I have no idea where the spatula is. The next step would usually be my SPF, but since I'm not going out today, I won't be applying it on. This is my ultraviolet SPF 50. This is my all-time favorite. I don't use anything else on my face when it comes to SPF. Because this is my everyday makeup, I don't use a heavy foundation on my face. I either use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation or the Arborian CC Cream. I use this on most days, but today I'm going to use this one instead. And I like to mix this foundation with the Vive Skin Dew. I only bought the small size of this as I just wanted to try it, and I don't even use this on a daily basis, but as we're filming this makeup routine, I thought I would add some extra glow to my skin. This is a really great product. It's basically like a highlighter, and if you add it to your foundation, it just gives your skin a beautiful glow. I've really been enjoying the glow it gives my skin mixing the foundation with the Skin Dew, especially this time of the year when you just want your skin to look fresh and dewy and like glowy from within with not too much coverage. The NARS foundation is medium to light coverage depending on how much you apply. I just use one pump and I'm the shade Barcelona in this. You can also use the Vive concealer with the Skin Dew. Vive don't do a foundation at the moment, but if you just mix the concealer, which is really high coverage by the way, I'll be applying it next. This concealer is just amazing. If you mix the concealer and the Skin Dew, it also gives you that flawless base. It will give you more coverage than the NARS foundation and the Skin Dew mixed together gives me right now. Can you see that lovely glow? Oh my god, I always do this when I'm filming my makeup. I forget to use my brow product first, whereas usually I always do it before I put my foundation on. So I'm quickly just gonna go and wipe my eyebrows, make sure there's no foundation on them, and I'm gonna show you my new favorite brow product. So I've never actually used any brow gels on my eyebrows before because I don't like that stuck plastic look that it gives your eyebrows, and I do have quite thick hairs, so I usually just pencil a little bit around my arches. But this new brow gel, oh my god, it is so good. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills and it's called Brow Freeze Gel. Guys, this is literally the best brow product you will ever need. It has this really flexible brush that has shorter bristles on one side and longer on the other side, and literally it keeps my brows in place all day long and it doesn't give that stuck look. It still keeps my eyebrows looking 3D, so I've really been enjoying using this. This is my second one because I ordered the travel size. I always use travel size products when I'm trying something new, but this is the full size one because I finished the travel size in no time. So all I do is I just brush my brows up like that, making sure that the product has coated the hairs really well. And then after a couple of seconds, when they've dried, I like to just shape them in the direction that I want them to be in. As you can see, it's clumping up a little bit because I must have had a little bit of foundation remaining here, but usually I always do this step before my foundation so it doesn't look messy at all, and it just works so well for my brows. So now that they've dried for a couple of seconds, it really doesn't take that long. I just like to go along and just move the hairs down again. I don't like the completely brushed up brows. I think it's a little bit harsh for me, especially considering I've got quite thick brow hairs. But this way, it just gives my eye area that little bit of a lift without looking too dramatic. And since I've been using this brow product, I've also not felt the need to pencil in my eyebrows at all. It already gives me that more lifted look that I like, so I don't feel the need to brush them at all. And I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but my hairs are not like stuck to my face, the plastic look that I don't like. They are very much sort of bouncy and, you know, 3D. So yes, this is a really amazing new product by Anastasia Beverly Hills that works well even on thicker brows. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite concealer. This is the Vive Modern Radiance Concealer in the shade Medium 4. This concealer is literally amazing for covering anything and everything. I've had a few spots over on my forehead, so I'm just putting a little bit there, but literally a small amount goes such a long way. And this is the concealer I was talking about that you can mix with the Vive Skin Dew. I bought this concealer when I had a few breakouts on my chin a couple of weeks ago, and this concealer is so amazing for covering anything and everything. All I do is put the concealer on, I let it dry and sit for a couple of seconds, and then I just blend out the edges, and that way you're keeping the concealer where it needs to be the most, which is on the actual breakout. When you just blend out the edges, it just blends so well. You don't need to put much effort into it at all, and it just works so well when you're not a pro and the product just like cooperates really well with you. I've always had difficulty trying to cover breakouts, but this concealer has literally changed my life. And I'm just using a small fluffy brush to blend out the concealer under the eye area. I will go in with a beauty blender soon and take away any brush marks, but for the first part of blending out, I just use the brush on its own. And make sure if you're buying this concealer to cover breakouts and other imperfections, you should buy it in the same shade as your foundation, because that way you're going to make sure that you cover the area that you want to cover really well rather than highlighting that area. I do want to purchase this concealer in a lighter shade to help brighten my under eye area, but right now I'm just using my Peach Low Lighter by Rodeo, which I actually really like because it's quite nice and light and it's perfect for brightening, whereas the concealer is quite thick and I really don't like the heavy feeling under my eyes. And I feel that a little bit of the Vive concealer goes a long way, so it doesn't create the heaviness under your eyes at all. But when it comes to brightening, I like to go in with my Peach Low Lighter afterwards and just apply a little bit. I'm coming to an end of this actually, but I just like to apply a little bit under my eyes to just help brighten and bring that focus back to the center of my face. Again, I like to let the Peach Low Lighter dry for a couple of seconds. Using the fluffy brush again, I'm just going to blend it out now. By the way guys, I am sitting next to a huge window, but it's a very cloudy day today, so I hope the light is enough. I do have artificial lighting, but I find when it comes to makeup, it's nice to just have the natural light. Now finally, I'm going to use my beauty blender and just blend out any marks that I might have created with the brush. But really there's not much, so I'm just sort of lightly just tapping under my eyes. And as you can see, it just looks a little bit brighter under my eyes compared to the rest of my face. Usually this everyday makeup only takes me about 10 minutes. It's only because I'm talking through it that I feel like it's taking me so long. Next, I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know what this is. I've had it for such a long time. It's all rubbed off. But yeah, I think this is the only compact powder that they do. It just really helps to hydrate the under eye area while still locking in all the under eye products that you've just applied. And again, this is in the same shade as the rest of my face because I just want to set the products. I then go in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to brighten the under eye area. I don't bake, I just like to press the powders on. I find baking just really dries my skin, so I just like to tap on the product and it just instantly helps to brighten. And I find the combination of these two powders just works really well for under the eyes, and it prevents your under eye area from creasing a lot as well. And I just like to set my T-zone. I don't really suffer with oiliness, but I just like to mattify the center of my face. Then I'm going to use this Chanel bronzer in the shade 390 to create a little bit of contour. I used to always love a heavy contour, but I realized that it was bringing too much harshness to my face. I find that the gentle contour suits me a lot more, and I'm not too precious about where I apply the bronzer. I just sort of use the rule of 3 to contour the forehead, the cheekbones and the jawline. And then I do worry about any obvious lines on the jaw, so I go in with my beauty blender and just blend out any excess. And that's pretty much it. I think the Chanel bronzer really blends out quite nicely, so if you are worried about using a cream bronzer, I do really like this one. Vive also do a really amazing cream bronzer that also blends out really well. Then I use my Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Worth. This is just a really nice dusty rose color. And again, it blends out really well. This is the favorite part of every makeup routine for me. I'm going to be using this Hourglass highlighter. This is the Ambient Strobe Light powder in the shade Euphoric Strobe Light. It's just a beautiful champagne-y color. It goes really well with my skin tone. It just helps to bring that lovely, again, glow from within without having that glitter on your face. I used to, again, really like a strong highlight, but I've moved towards more softer highlighter, and all Hourglass highlighters are just amazing. I had this palette from them that I really enjoyed, but unfortunately I used the highlighter first and I didn't realize, but you can't replace the squares in this, which is a shame. I'm still working through the rest of the powders, so I just bought this highlighter and I'm going to show you how amazing this is. Just look at that beautiful glow it gives. It's not an obvious highlight at all. I find the Hourglass powders are just amazing for giving your skin that beautiful airbrushed glowy finish. I'm also going to use a little bit of the blusher from this palette. This was an online exclusive palette only, and I don't think they do it anymore. I did include it in my gift idea video a couple of months back. I do love all Hourglass packaging. They're just so luxurious and beautiful. For the eyes, I just use bronzer when it comes to everyday eye makeup. It's just easy, it's quick, and there's really not too much to it. And I also apply a little bit under my eyes. I like the depth it brings to my eye area. I used to always use mascara on my lower lashes, but I don't do that anymore. That's something I learned from like the clean girl aesthetic makeup, but this is a step I cannot miss. I just find it just completes the eye area. I don't always use liquid liner anymore, but when I do use liquid liner, I love this Tarte Maneater liquid liner. This does not smudge at all, and I find the brush of it is really nice and sharp. It just makes creating that winged eyeliner so much easier. I forgot to show you this blusher that I've added to my makeup bag. It's looking a little bit sad because of the material the packaging is, but this is the Vive Sunset Blush in the shade Rosa. It's just this beautiful dusty rose color again. Sorry, I know it's a little bit dirty. I've tried to clean it, but it's just not working. This is a really beautiful natural blush shade that I've been really enjoying. I know I've just used the Hourglass one, but I do really love this one as well. It's definitely more pigmented than the Hourglass, and again, it just blends out really beautifully, and I'm definitely going to buy more shades in this. For the lashes, I'm just going to use my all-time favorite mascara. This is Hourglass Unlocked. It's literally the best mascara ever. I've spoken about it so much already, so I'm not going to be a broken record, but if you haven't used this already, you need to buy it. And finally, for the lips, I've been using this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Dusty Rose. It's really similar to the blusher from Vive that I've just shown you. This lip liner is a really lovely consistency. It's quite soft and it just sort of melts on the lips. I was using the Body Shop lip liner for such a long time, and I absolutely loved the shade that I was using in it, but every time I went to buy a new one, they never had it in stock. So I thought, come on, I need to find a new lip liner that I'm actually going to get my hands on when I need it. So yeah, I've been really loving this one. I'm just going to show you the shade on my hand. It's just a beautiful dusty rose. It's just a great shade for every day. And then I'm going to use this lip dew from Vive. It's this beautiful, fresh, bright pink. Again, a little bit goes a long way, so you only need a tiny amount. I've been loving this for spring because it just gives your lips that beautiful, healthy, fresh look. They have the same blusher shades as they do with the lip dews. So this is shade Cherub, and it also comes in the blusher. And the shade Rosa is also available in the lip dews. I didn't buy the shade Rosa because I have my Summer Fridays lip balm, but I'm definitely going to be buying the shade Rosa in the lip dew because I think it's just going to be perfect when I run out of this. I think I went a bit overboard with the blusher because I was trying to show you this new blush that I forgot to use, and yeah, it's kind of created that little bit of a line around my eyes. So to fix this, I'm going to use the Hourglass powder that comes in this palette, and it's just great for blending out any harsh lines or shadows on the face. There we go, that's a lot better, isn't it? There I was talking about airbrushed makeup, and I had literally overloaded my face with blusher, but fixed that now. And I also go ahead and apply some highlighter on my brow bone. It just helps to give your eye area that little bit more lift. So there we go guys, this is my everyday spring makeup. To be honest, my makeup is pretty much the same all year round. I just tweak a couple of products that I might use depending on what time of the year it is. And I hope you get to try some of the new makeup products that I've been using on my face. I've really truly enjoyed these. And that's all I have to show you today guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a like if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye!